Hey, what is up? What is up? What's going on, beautiful people? This is Jay here from ZTA, Jay from Zion Trading Algos. I hope you guys have been having a fantastic start to the new year. We are in 2025, man, and I hope your trading has been going well so far. I hope your families are all healthy, and I hope we are all ready to smash these new year goals. Okay, so as always, this is the monthly recap, and so let's jump right into it. I wanted to talk about the portfolio performance in January. As always, we aim to do these once a month to offer some, honest transparency with regards to how the algos are doing and to share more about the overall realities of trading. So looking at my NinjaTrader trade performance window here, we can see that I have the trades list pulled up from January 1st to January 31st. Now let's take a look at the final numbers. So we ended the month up $755. Not a lot of money, but I'm very, very grateful to be green. And I'm going to explain why if you keep watching and listening to this video. So one of the main things you'll first notice is that the total net profit, as we just mentioned, is green, but the maximum drawdown is quite high. We had a drawdown of $2,500 in the month of January. Now, this month has been by far one of the most interesting months I've ever encountered in my live algo trading journey. The reason I say it's one of the most interesting months I've ever encountered is because the month was actually phenomenal for the first 3 weeks. So let me pull up the equity curve here to give you guys a visual of what I'm talking about. So the equity curve was, it's not phenomenal, but it was pretty good for the first few weeks. We hit an equity peak here of about 3 grand, a little over 3 grand early on. And we had a minor drawdown. And we were mostly flat for most of the month until about on the 21st or so, the 20th. We had this really nice jump back up to almost 3 grand again. But man, that last week of the month, literally the last 4 or 5 trading days of the month, we gave back almost all of the profits. And I want to show you guys here the daily trade breakdown. So you can see that beginning around the 24th, we began to hit some rough patches. And we had a couple of losing trades in a row. We had one small winner. And then on the 29th, 30th, and 31st, we took some heat. And we sustained quite a bit of pain here. And we almost gave up the month in terms of going from green to red. But these are the months that are so important to talk about. These are the months that are so important to share and to communicate about. It's easy to recap a green month. It's extremely easy to talk about the wins in trading and to talk about the good parts of trading. It's months like these that really test your resolve, test your portfolio, test your psychology, man, and test your ability to withstand and remain faithful in this journey. Because if I was trading this exact same portfolio on minis, I would have had a run up to almost $30,000 here. Okay, so this was about 3,000 on the micros, and so of course on minis, it would have been times 10. So imagine giving up almost 30,000 bucks. What would that do to your psychology, right? So these are the questions that trading calls upon us to ask and to answer to and for ourselves. You got to be okay with these types of moves, man. So this was one of the toughest months, but again, I am still extremely grateful to be green on the month. I am so grateful to be green on the month because a lot of other traders I know and I talk to, a lot of systematic algorithmic traders had a rough January. Most of them were red. A lot of the folks who I follow and I talk to on Twitter or X or FinTwit, most of them were red as well. This game is hard, but I'm proud to see that our algos was able to hold on to at least some of the profits. So let's go back into the summary and let's look at a few of these other metrics. So the largest winning trade was $704, and the largest losing trade was $392. So one of the things that I'm proud of is that the largest losing trade was still quite small, all things considering, but we noticed that our win rate took a hit, coming in at 44%, and our average trade was only $6 as well. We traded quite often at about 5, almost 6 trades per day. But yeah, most of this drawdown came from that last week I just showed you. Over the course of those 3-4 sessions, the vast majority of this drawdown came from that. But yeah, man, tough month, brutal game. But the algos were still able to come out green. And for that, I'm proud. And for that, I'm extremely happy. And I want to see how the algos do in 2025. Of course, if you've been keeping track, our 2024 performance was a 291% net after commission and fees. Absolutely phenomenal. And I have faith that our portfolio can maintain solid performance in 2025 as well. Of course, I'm not expecting to reproduce an exact 291% performance, but again, anything that squeezes out some alpha, anything that allows us to beat the S&P, I will consider that a massive success. So as always, wanted to drop in and share this with you all. If you guys at all are interested in leasing the ZTA quant portfolio that offers 12 algos trading across 5 markets, and you also get access to our own proprietary software tool called Portfolio Analyzer, which we use to track the performance at the portfolio level, as well as track the live trading of certain algos and figure out when to pause or resume certain algos. So as always, this is Jay here from ZTA, and I'll talk to you guys soon.